Welcome to part 3 of this 5-part masterclass for realtors, where you are going to learn how to create the ultimate YouTube channels and the exact videos you need to make to attract clients at scale. In this session, I'm going to show you the types of videos that you need to make to attract clients, how to easily find an unlimited amount of video ideas to make, and then how to create and commit to a content calendar. And throughout this video, I'm going to give you ways to access not only downloads where you can get the top 10 titles of the exact videos to make, but also a 6-month, 48 video content calendar that you can get for free. Hey everyone, this is Dan Rattel, and I help real estate agents substantially grow their business using proven lead attraction and conversion techniques. If you would like to learn more about partnering with us and getting our coaching, mentoring, training, and tools for free, first, check out level10agent.com, and you can also click on the Calendly link below, book a 30-minute talk with me, and we can walk through your business and how I can help and see, hey, if Level 10 are the right coaches to help you grow. So let's get into today's episode. All right, so I'm super excited to get into this session today because we're really now getting into the tangibles. So a quick recap of where you should be so far. First session, we talked about basically why YouTube is a necessity for your business and how it's so powerful, and really kind of went over the theory of YouTube. And now we're really getting into the practical, where in session number 2, if you haven't seen it, we went over how you create an effective About Us page, how to optimize your channel tags so that YouTube will share your videos and page with the right people. Then I showed you the exact playlists to make that are going to attract clients for you. And then I showed you how to create an effective YouTube banner and give you a free download so that you can create your own in under 5 minutes. Again, if you haven't done all of that stuff, please go back to session 2, download all those assets, and make sure that you are caught up for today's session. Because once you've done all those things from both session 1 and 2, your channel is now set up correctly to start populating with the exact videos you need to make to attract clients. I'm also going to talk about the importance of creating a content calendar for yourself, and even more important, sticking to it. Because if you're having trouble finding the time to create content, it's likely because you haven't scheduled it properly. If it doesn't live in your calendar, it's just not going to happen. It basically doesn't exist. And I'm going to help walk you through how to create an easy content calendar that you can stick to. So here are today's topics. Right off the top here, I'm going to talk about the types of videos that are proven to attract these new clients, and then ultimately give you the exact titles of the top 10 that you can create first to populate and build out your channel. Next, I'm going to show you 3 easy ways to find an unlimited amount of video topics to make. I get that can sometimes be a hurdle of just not knowing which videos to make to get the most amount of views and responses from. Well, don't worry, I've got that answer for you. And then third, we're going to get into, of course, creating and committing to your content calendar. As mentioned before, 2 super powerful free giveaways for you today. So I'm going to tell you how to get those later on in this video. The key takeaways I want you to get from this session are exactly this. The exact videos that you're going to make first. And again, super easy. I'm going to give you the specific titles that you can literally cut and paste to make. Number 2, a 6-month content guide, okay? 6 months might seem overwhelming, so hey, I've made it super easy for you. Again, I have literally 6 months, 48 videos that you're going to make in order, cut and paste, copy them, they're all yours. And again, it's super important to get your channel up and running at that caliber. Then lastly, again, the content creation that fits your schedule. I get that everybody's schedule is different, so let's create one that works best for you and your lifestyle. So getting right into the meat of things now, here are the exact types of videos that you make to attract clients. These are all proven to work, and I want you to make these same styles as well. So right off the top, living in your market, okay? These are the types of videos that you're gonna make that are essentially your neighborhood tours, your pros and cons of living in city name. These are where you put your buyer's tips, your seller's tips, and so forth. The second is relocation. Okay, same thing. Moving to your city name. 5 things to know before moving to city name. Pros and cons of relocating to city name. These again are videos that always get high views and ones that you're going to make as well. Property tours are perfect for attracting sellers in your marketplace, okay? Because again, you're going to be showing, not telling people, that you list homes in their same neighborhood and that you sell them. And even if you, let's say, don't have a listing right now, very easy to go to your brokerage and get one listing that's right in line with what you want to sell and do a property tour of yourself, walking through it, showcasing your personality and showcasing the property, how you best can, and of course, then showing people that you are that area expert. And then lastly, of course, market updates, okay? You want to put your spin on these, but it's shocking how few realtors put any effort into a proper market update, okay? So you're going to want to do these once a month at the beginning of the month as soon as the data is out. And of course, you're going to add your personality, dive a little bit beyond the headlines and analyze the numbers, and of course, give your perspective on them. You will, of course, be focusing on the areas that you want to dominate geographically. Now let's talk about how to find an unlimited amount of video ideas and titles for you to make. Because again, like I mentioned earlier, I get that this can be a total hurdle in your business and just going, look, I've only got so much time to create so many videos. I want to make sure I'm making the best ones. Well, this is how you do it. You really don't have to overcomplicate this because a lot of the videos that are effective and attract clients have already been made and proven in other markets. And you're just going to simply emulate those. So let's get into option one, a Google search. We are going to go to Google. And for example here, I have a realtor within our organization who lives in the town of Whistler. It is a ski resort about a 90-minute drive north of Metro Vancouver. And so if I were her, you could come to Google and say, hey, what am I going to do to understand which videos to make next? So I would type in, for example, living in Whistler. And look at what comes up here. It basically preemptively answers what most people have already asked Google for this initiated key phrase. So, living in Whistler with a family, living wage in Whistler, BC, senior living in Whistler, cost of living in Whistler, living and working in Whistler, is Whistler expensive to live? Right there, you've just been given 6 titles of videos that you need to make because again, all you are doing essentially is answering the question that people have already asked. Okay, again, you don't need to overcomplicate it. And again, these are the exact type of phrases that people are going to be entering into YouTube as well. So go to Google, type in the first kind of phrase about what you want to write or create a video about rather, and then Google will answer the next section about how and what videos to make. As a bonus, let's go to YouTube and basically do the same thing, okay? So we're here in YouTube and we're going to do a search because keep in mind, YouTube is a search platform. It is the second most powerful search platform on the planet, okay? So we're going to type in here, how to sell a home. And then it preemptively is going to show you the most common search phrases entered into YouTube's search algorithm. And they are how to sell a home fast. That one could work. How about how to sell a home with a mortgage? How to sell a home by owner? How to sell a home without a realtor? Great video to make. Honestly, it sounds counterintuitive, but if you create a video that actually shows everything that you do to sell a home, and it's an exhaustive outline that could take 45, 50 minutes, I've seen people think they can do FSBO. They watch a video like that and they're like, no way, that's way too much work. I didn't realize realtors did all that. Okay, sure, they're worth their commission. And again, great video to make, highly suggest that one. Okay, moving along. How to sell a home privately, how to sell a home quickly, and how to sell a home to a family member. Each and every one of those are, again, videos that you can make because you know people are already out there asking that question. And by you solving that problem for them, by answering that question, they are more likely to reach out to you and work with you. And then there you go. You've got a converted client. Now I want to talk about point 2, which is the echo effect. So the echo effect is super powerful, but it's often overlooked because it's not as obvious. Essentially, how many times have you been asked the same question by clients that you've given them essentially the same answer for? Well, guess what? Every time you have answered a question, the same question more than once, that is a video. And for example, how much does it cost to buy a home? How much does it cost to sell a home? How much do realtors make? Do I need a home inspection? How much should I spend on a renovation? Why do I need a real estate lawyer? What are the best schools in city name? These are all things that you've definitely been asked as a realtor and you already know the answer to. So again, create a video for any question your clients have asked you more than once. And lastly, R&D, which stands for rip off and duplicate. But of course, more than just that, you want to rip off, duplicate, and add your own personality. Okay, you never want to take somebody else's stuff verbatim. You need to make it your own, but you can be inspired by, you can duplicate others. Again, just make it your own and add your own flair. So let's look at an example of that. We go back to YouTube. We go and look at, let's say you live like me in Vancouver and you want to do videos in Vancouver, but you're like, okay, let's look to a bigger city and see what works there. So we're going to type in living in Toronto, for example. Right off the top, here is a person that has almost 5,800 subscribers, and they're living in Toronto. Great. I want to see what she does to succeed, and I'm going to emulate that in Vancouver. So videos, most popular. This is where you go to see the ones that are working in other marketplaces. Number one video she has, 200,000 views, okay? It is filmed 7 months ago, and it says, "Don't move to Toronto, Ontario," okay? You may remember those titles, and you're going to hear more titles like that in the near future. And then she's got a thumbnail that says, "I can't stand Toronto." I do want to point out here, okay? This is a video that was filmed entirely on an iPhone, okay? It's her, a selfie stick, a tripod, and some B-roll. That's it. Okay, this is not an overproduced video. This could have easily been edited on iMovie rather. And there's nothing complex here. You could film this in your hometown today. Okay, this is what I'm saying about don't worry about getting a fancy studio. Worry about getting out and making your first videos today, because done is so much better than perfect. And here's a great example of that. Okay, so again, if I live here in Vancouver, I can make a video that says, "Don't move to Vancouver, BC." And I can't stand Vancouver. And then I would go in here and say, okay, well, why is this getting so many views, and emulate some of the things that she's done for your marketplace. Number two, top 10 pros and cons of living in, well, Vancouver, BC. Great, that worked, 70,000 views. Number three, every Vancouver neighborhood you need to know, and so on. Okay, this is what I mean by R&D. Go in and see what has worked in other marketplaces, and then bring it into your own with your style, your flair, and your personality. Oh, and one last thing here before I jump off this page. If you found something that works on your own as well, or of course somebody else's, you can often triple down on it. And what I mean by that is, let's say there's a video that says, top 5 pros and cons of living in X. Well, you can do that for a neighborhood. Well, then go do it by the neighborhood right beside that, and the neighborhood right beside that. Or if, let's say, what you can buy in Vancouver, BC for $500K gets a lot of views. Well, do what you can buy in Vancouver, BC for $1 million. What you can buy in Vancouver for 1.5 million, right? If those are getting a lot of views, triple down on them, because again, you know what works. So go even deeper. Now we are getting into your content calendar and the type of content by volume that you need to make. 2 videos right off the top, 2 videos per week is your goal. And while that may sound like a lot, once you get into the flow and rhythm of things, you'll find it is absolutely achievable, especially when you schedule it. You see, making 1 video a week is acceptable, but your competition is acceptable. You want to be exceptional, and 2 videos a week is one way to get there. Because I'm not just saying it because it's an arbitrary number that's going to get you twice the views. If you look at YouTube's analytics, 2 videos a week will actually get you 5 times the viewership and engagement of just doing 1. So that, if nothing else, should motivate you to make that second video every week. That and the fact that your clients will love your consistency and frequency. If you build your YouTube channel up over the next 6 months, just to start, of course, and you're doing those 2 videos per week, and you're doing the exact same videos that I'm going to tell you what to create, you will see your business radically transform over that time frame and obviously beyond. Now, preparation is absolutely key here. This is point number 2. And what you're going to want to do is batch all of your videos, all of your recording into one single day, and then do editing all in one single day, and then uploading and optimizing all in one single day. And again, this is all going to be coordinated in your calendar. And again, by doing it all within that same day, the flow and rhythm and ultimately the time saved becomes really exponential. As you can imagine, if you had all 8 videos for your month pre-prepped, pre-uploaded, and pre-scheduled to release, then you'll have no chance of missing a week that you don't release videos, of course. And that'll help create the consistency that you need to grow your channel. And a huge part of this, of course, is being prepared and sticking to your schedule. You basically need to make it a non-negotiable. For example, my business partner and I started a podcast 2.5 years ago. And before we even recorded our first episode, we committed to recording every Thursday at 11 a.m. non-negotiable. That was it. It had to be done. Nothing else could be booked at that time. Here we are, 130 6 episodes, which is 136 weeks later, we've never missed an episode and we've never missed a scheduling date. So again, it has grown exponentially every single month since we've launched. And a huge reason of that is because of the consistency. People know they're getting a new episode every Saturday, 6 a.m. without fail, 2.5 years counting. So you have to commit to it to expect success. So getting a little further into scheduling for you now here. Again, ideally, and I see what works well, similar to our podcast, is commit to 1 day per week each week. Let's say Wednesdays are the best day for you. You've got time, maybe the kids are at school, whatever it is, but you can carve out 4, 5, 6 hours to commit to content. Put that into your schedule and commit to it every single week, which means first Wednesday of every week. Okay, now you're doing all of your preparation. You're coming up with your titles. You're making your key points and your keynotes here so that you know exactly what the content is going to be. You do your research that day and you've got everything essentially bullet pointed out so you're ready to record the following Wednesday. And then that Wednesday, all day is recording. You're going to rip through all 8 videos because again, maybe these are only 7 minutes long, 15 minutes long. Yeah, some will be longer format, but again, a lot of what you're going to create is likely going to be under 10 to 15 minutes. So creating or blocking out 4 to 6 hours should ultimately be enough time to get those all recorded. Then the following Wednesday, you're editing them all down and getting ready to upload and optimize. Next week, upload, optimize, and then back to the top. Okay. So you've just decided every Wednesday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. or whatever your schedule allows to commit to your content schedule and calendar. And once you do that, you'll find that, yes, of course, there's going to try and be people that want to book this and that conflicts with that timing. They will respect you if they understand that you're blocking it out to build your business. So commit to yourself, commit to committing to building your business, and people will understand that and respect it, and it will only help you grow. Keep in mind, essentially, if it's not in your calendar, it won't exist. So put it in your calendar now, copy it and paste it, and basically just say repeat every single Wednesday for the length of your career. And now I'm super excited to share with you the list of the top 10 highest converting YouTube videos that you need to make. And again, these are literally cut and paste titles for you. This is all yours. If you want a copy, just comment below top 10 highest converting YouTube videos and I will get you your copy. So let's go through them now. Number 1, moving to city name, 5 things you need to know. And again, the reason I'm typing it like that is because it is for you to cut and paste as your title. Obviously, you're just swapping out city name for your city. Number 2, 5 things you did not know about city name. Top 5 things to do in city name in year. And again, YouTube loves years in titles, and of course, so do viewers. So if you're viewing this in, let's say, late December, January, February, and you're first to market with these 2023 videos, it's only going to help the algorithm. And again, people wanting to watch yours over one that has the same name /2018, for example. So include year when it makes sense. 5 pros and cons about moving to city name. What is the cost of living in city name, right? We've basically gone over these before. You're getting the idea of what works. I want you to create one of each of these and start populating it. Because if you remember our playlist that we created in session 2, these are the exact videos that slide into each one. And once you've done 10, you go back to the top and create them again. Of course, you'll understand that you can move them into the next neighborhood or whatnot. So on top of this, I had mentioned that I'm going to give you 6 months of video titles. And here is that as well. So if I couldn't make it any easier, well, this is it. These are literally the titles that I want you to create every single month. So at 2 a week, there are 8 titles for every month. And I'll just quickly go through month 1. A lot of this is repeated because, of course, things like market updates, you're going to want to do at least one a month. You want to have at least one property tour per month and at least one neighborhood tour per month as well. So city name, real estate market update, month, year. Okay. Keep it super current and try to get it out the same day that the real estate data is out. Moving to city name, 5 things you need to know. Top 5 things to do in city name in year. 5 pros and cons about moving to city name. What is the cost of living in city name? How to buy a home in city name. And then you'll notice here too, number 8 for each month is something I call custom video. And this is something that I want you to create that really speaks to yourself, your personality, your brand, and your marketplace. I've provided some guidelines as well. There's another 15 video titles down here that you can reference anytime, make them your own. Things like first-time homebuyers in city name, 5 things you need to know. Or do you need staging when selling a house in city name? And then of course, you can always jump into Google, you can always jump into YouTube, you can type in the preemptive text and see what comes out as far as video ideas for your neighborhood as well. But this 6-month template is yours as well. Just type below 6-month YouTube content guide, and I will send you the link to your free copy. And now it's time for you to take action. Right off the top, you're going to want to decide which 8 videos you're going to create first. Highly suggest you take 8 of the first 10 that I recommend as the must-make videos first. Made it super easy for you. Just say, hey, yeah, I'm doing 1 through 8. Second, research the content, okay? You're going to make bullet points for each title. Remember, you never want to read a script verbatim. It's super inefficient and it just comes across inauthentic as well. Look, you're talking about things that you know. You're a real estate agent talking about real estate agent things, okay? It will come naturally. Just give yourself bullet points to remember what the next talking point is, and then you basically ad lib on top of that. And then lastly, populate your content calendar. On Wednesday, I plan. On the next Wednesday, I record. On the next Wednesday, I edit. And on the last Wednesday, I upload and optimize. And then I repeat back again. Whatever your day is, please, please, please put it into your calendar. Commit to it. And it's going to feel a bit uncomfortable at first, but you will get into that flow and you will see the results, which will drive you even further. Now, when that's all up and running, you're going to want to get into session number 4. And that's where we're actually going to record a video. I'm going to show you how to edit that same video, and I'm going to show you how to deliver a powerful message that helps convert. So today is essentially the final day of preparation because now you understand the power of YouTube. You've created and optimized your channel so it's ready to have videos populated within those curated playlists. Your banner has been uploaded, and now you know the exact videos you're going to make and, of course, the keynotes to speak to. You've committed to a content calendar, and now it is time to get recording. And then we'll get into session 5, the final course, and that's the big one because, of course, that is when we upload and optimize your videos to rank number 1. Because technically, you could create videos for the next 10 years, and if you just upload them and you don't optimize them correctly, no one's going to come and no one's going to view them and no one's going to turn into your client. So it's a super important episode. You want to make sure you stick around for that one, but you got to complete episode number 4 first because that is going to set you up for success and set your videos up correctly so that the optimization maximizes on the perfect video. See, a lot of people think that if you just create volume and volume and volume and keep throwing it and throwing it and throwing it at YouTube, that there's going to be success, but that doesn't work. Not exactly. You need to be creating the correct videos and optimizing them perfectly for you to continue to throw more and more content at that wall to actually have it convert clients at scale. By taking the steps that you're going to learn in both episode 4 and 5, you're going to find that you're going to create clients coming to you quicker than any other platform. So there you go. You know what you need to do today. Take that action, and then let's get into session 4.